But today, to close out, we have the one and only Lee Tasjan. Thanks to him for coming out, and please welcome him. So, yeah, so I have just been enamored with how many great people you've worked with. I mean, we were just recounting on the way over here. So, well, Columbus, Ohio, so I don't know if many of you know, but from New Albany, Ohio. So, Tim Easton among those, but spent a stint in the New York Dolls, Jack White, others. And I was just also reading that you worked with Tony Visconti, of many of you know, worked with David Bowie. So can you talk a little bit about collectively what how that experience has been in terms of having this whole kind of pastiche of people that you've been learning from that have been kind of idols of yours?
Super nerve-wracking. No, man, it was really fun. Tony was super fun. He had told lots of Bowie stories and stories about Electric Warriors, and told me stuff about the songs on Electric Warrior that I never knew. Like, for example, on Jeepster, on the bass, everybody plays the blue note on the riff, you know? The bass player is the only dude going. He plays the major note against everybody else's minor thing. Tony told me that, and I went back and listened to it. It totally makes the song sound, have this like weird kind of edgy sound to it. It's really cool.
That's amazing. Best Bowie story he relayed to you?
Oh man, of ones that are suitable for a festival audience. He told me a story actually about David Bowie painting his house. That was really...
He painted Tony Visconti's house?
He painted his own house, but like he sort of asked Tony to come over and help him paint. And then when he got over there, I guess he couldn't really do it how David wanted it to be done. And it was sort of David had to do it all himself, but you know.
Man who can produce records but not paint correctly.
I guess so.
Common issue. Well, so last year's album, you had a chance to work with somebody pretty notable. So work with Father John Misty and some other folks. How was that process?
Yeah, it's actually the guys, all of the dudes who are in Father John Misty's band. I used to be in this band called Everest with, it was really fun. We went out to California. We made a record on a fair amount of situational enhancing things, and it was really fun, man. We had two drummers. One of the drummers, Frank, was really fond of taking his shirt off, so he did a lot of like half the record is shirtless drumming. So
can you feel that in the performance?
I think you can. Yeah.
All right. So actually, speaking of Tim Easton, you guys actually worked on a collaboration just a few years ago. Is that right? For a tribute album?
We did. Yeah. Oh, for Adam Carroll. Yeah. One of our favorite songwriters is Adam Carroll, and we sang one of his songs for a collaboration. But we also had this band together called Tim Easton and the Freeland Barons, and we made one record called Beat the Band that came out in 2011, I think.
Well, I know everybody wants to hear some music, as do I. So go right ahead. Please welcome Aaron.
Thank you.
Tell me what's the matter with your success ladder. You never end up on time. Fixated on feeling high up as the ceiling. When will it ever stop? Well, it's only money. It ain't like the honey, pure as Mother Nature intends. Oh, it's mostly real dirty. In about every 30 days it goes away again. Say success ain't about being better than everyone else. It's about being better than yourself. Say success ain't about being better than everyone else. It's about being better than yourself. Alright. She was driving a Mercedes through the streets of Haiti as everybody stopped to stare. Oh, she feels like something dead as little pumpkin and grown as a woman in a high chair. Took her first world problem to a third world person, asking for a shoulder to cry, yeah. She embarrassed herself cause a poor person's problem is mainly just to try not to die. Says success ain't about being better than everyone else. It's about being better than yourself. Say success ain't about being better than everyone else. It's about being better than yourself. Alright. Say success ain't about being better than everyone else. It's about being better than yourself. Say success ain't about being better than everyone else. It's about being better than yourself. Say success ain't about being better than everyone else. It's about being better than yourself. Say success ain't about being better than everyone else. It's about being better than yourself. Success ain't about it, baby. Say success ain't about it, baby. Hiya. All right. I see here. We're doing off of the In the Blazes record. Well, I just blew in from out of town, from somewhere far away, to lay my weary head back down and take in yesterday. There's an empty glass with dried red wine stuck around the top, and a couple empty bottles, 'cause some things never stop. What drunken angel, how'd you get so lonely? And how'd you write those songs that made me cry? Sing one down for your old friend Blaze Foley. It makes me think some folks should never die. I sleep in Lucinda's room and wake up every morning at the crack of noon. stumble out into the street and try to find my feet. I sleep in Lucinda's room. Not everyone is a winner, nor do they get a ring. Oh, they'll tell you they're in trouble, haven't never said a thing. If they can love you so damn hard, it's like a hurricane. And they can love you so damn good, 'cause it takes away the pain. I sleep in Lucinda's room and stumble every morning at the crack of noon. Stumble out into the street and try to find my feet. I sleep in Lucinda's room. I hear people whisper, and I hear all the talk. And to tell the truth, so quiet can make it hard to walk. To walk the line that they give you, so thin you lose your nerve. And some folks only get the love they think that they deserve. I sleep in Lucinda's room and wake up every morning at the crack of noon. Stumble out into the street and try to find my feet. I sleep in Lucinda's room. Stumble out into the street and try to find my feet. I sleep in Lucinda's room.
Thank you so much. All right. We'll do one more for you. So that's what we're contractually obligated to do. All right, this is a song for my friends Todd and Elizabeth, who could not be here this weekend. They're out at the shed in Maryville hanging out, I think.
Nobody cares about the music business. Nobody sounds like they're telling the truth when they talk about it. Me, I don't like to talk about it. I like to talk about chicks and cars and partying hard. I dig chicks and cars and partying hard. Say what you want about old Bo Cephas. He may be crazy, but he's laughing all the way to the bank and shit. Old Bo Cephas, he got all kind of hits. He's always singing about chicks and cars, partying hard. I like chicks and cars and partying hard. I said, hey, pretty boy, go back to Franklin. Hey, pretty boy, go back to Franklin. Nobody here wants to talk about publishing, pretty boy. I didn't come in here to make connections. I come in here to get my big old titty baby drunk and take her home. Oh, it makes it horny when I play up the Stones. They're always singing about chicks and cars, partying hard. I dig chicks and cars and partying hard. I said, hey, pretty boy, go back to Franklin. Hey, pretty boy, go back to Franklin. Nobody here wants to talk about distribution, pretty boy. I said, hey, pretty boy, go back to Franklin. Hey, pretty boy, go back to Franklin. Oh, nobody, you don't want to talk about your puppies and Betty boy, Betty boy, Betty boy, yeah.
Aaron Lee Tasjan.